afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, and amazing Propagandacast from your host and Pearldane, the one, the only master of propaganda, of your riveting and amazing 1 vs 1 own. Crossing in the woods winter in the north, it is Giap, fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland, taking on the role here of the... let's just go with 78th Sturmgrenadier Division here with Spearhead, strategic reserves and defensive doctrine featuring double Panzerfaust and packs. Western side is 4S, fighting for the Red Army, the Soviet Union, and the 3rd Guards Mechanized Corps. We got a double Pioneer MD42 started for Giap, indicating he's going to go for a tier 2 rush, skipping tier 1 in the process. And we got Spearhead Rival and Mortar Techs, Panzer Tactician, Reconnaissance Flights, the Fragmentation Bomb, and the Tiger Tank versus Tank Hunter Tactics, Shock Rifle, and Mechanized Support with triple infantry bolts as well for 4S. Sandbags going for this on Fuel Point. We got the MD42 moving westwards there, and we got the other Pioneer Squad. He actually is going for the Infantry Company, so it's briefly looking like a tier 2 rush, but then Giap pulls a fast one and then actually sort of back flips there, interestingly enough. Curious as to what he's playing there. Grenadiers, I guess, then, but even then, this is a bit of a strange way of going about it. Obviously, Dull Pioneers technical lamps grab more territory right away, which is probably something to do them, but even then, leaves them more vulnerable to just being pushed back by conscripts. Singleton's leaves machine gun all the way on the west, so definitely, I would say, peculiar opening approach here for Giap. Definitely peculiar one. Definitely doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, but, you know, it's a bit out there. Pioneers routed. Also, as always, please remember to like, subscribe, and share, and press that bell button. Would help me out a lot then dealing with the Kafkaesque labyrinths of YouTube algorithms. And also, a big thanks to my Patreon supporters, well, which just ever so open up impossible. Back to our regular schedule programming. MD42 Pioneers on the west side here, but definitely disruptive. Play with MD42, very risky in a sense, but in this case, actually pays off here versus Flores, who's finding himself cut off by the fuel. Conscript hardy with MD42. So we've got one Grenadier, one MD42, and double Pioneers for Giap. Definitely still not your average Wehrmacht build order by any amount. Trying to rush it, doesn't work out. Then the MD42 opens up, cuts up, pressing the Conscript. They do get up the Molotov, but they will have to retreat. More Grenadiers there for Giap. But the Conscript again will have to get out of there before they get murdered. In the east here we got the Pioneers and Grenadiers versus the Conscripts there as well. Furious fighting here across both sides. 4S there without a Doctrine. Tank Hunter, though, is definitely not one we see a lot there, but in the right hands can be quite nasty. Shock Rifle, Mechanized well. Mechanized Support is more of a 2 vs 2 Doctrine. Shock Rifle is supposed to be more ordinary. 1 out of 3 there for 4S. Grenadiers around the country there on the west side. We got the Pioneers hut work there with the Western Field Point. Grab the Western munitions here with the MD42. Lots of maneuvering here. Back here, Pioneers reinforcing. No tech ready for Giap. Possibly a 3rd Grenadier squad here from him. Or he's planning something else a bit off the charts once more. Pioneers was engineers. They're coming up there. Grab the car front back. We got 3 country so far for 4S plus early Molotovs. We got field infirm there as well. I think those Pioneers are going to have to retreat there. Moving up east side here, going for these munitions as well. Grab the point here as well. Tech for Giap. So double Pioneers, double Grenadiers, then MD42, then Tech. Not quite a typical Wehrmacht opening, and certainly not the approach there either. But, you know, that can make for very interesting things as well to discuss. We got Conscripts using the point there. Other Conscripts coming through the centre. East side here, we got Grenadiers holding up there for the German army, moving towards the eastern victory point there, swiftly and securely. On the west side here, we got MD4 being routed by conscripts. And back here, we got Pioneers hard to work this well. Tech on the way for Giap. Almost done. Can go for the fast like to make a nice company. Of course, we also go for some fast Panzer Grenadiers. 4 is going for the Spotman Company here. No 4th conscript squad here. Just the 3 going for the cup on there. Of course, forcing Giap to respond to that once his fuel. But of course, at the same time, he's showing the favour here to Flores already. Just both sides harassing, cutting off the other one's fuel. Cheeky then, we got the like to make a nice company up. No sign of Panzer Grenadiers here yet for Giap and the German army. Grenadiers engaging the conscript there. Doing some damage. Quickly into heavy cover. Of course, then getting the flank from the north. MD42 inbound there. West side here, Grenadiers being surrounded now by 4. His conscript is going to have to retreat before he gets Molotoved. And Giap is already way ahead of me there and is already retreating there. Got MD42 from the other conscript from the north side still. Fuel has been cut off. Denying it for a brief while here for Giap. Of course, Flores has been not his field, so, you know, not either side really gains a significant advantage. We got the Panzer all the way for Giap. Can't go for any light vehicles anyways. Flores laying down some mines here. Good spot to do. So it's going to catch up some of Giap's troops, maybe in a vehicle, and blow them slightly to bits. Sandbags here, very good. Thorough sandbagging from Flores. Maxim slowing the way there for Flores as well. Remedies done point, and there you go. Pioneers was the engineers, and before setting up here, but already low on health. I think he's going to have to treat that one right away. In this case, unfortunately, him, the engineers are focusing on the. Oh, no, not the pioneers, but still. Gets them before out in time. Flamethrower pioneers return the flames here on the engineers, who will win this one. This duel of fire, and there you go. Looks like in the end, it is the engineers that win this position. The conscripts quickly wipe here, and there you go. Giap loses the pioneer squad, and the flamethrower. No, the pioneers actually survive. By the looks of it. Punch the fact, yep, pioneers somehow survived there for Giap. He's really lucky. In fact, he gets the conscript white. Wow. That's a bit of a turnaround there. That's going to hurt a bit. Possibly give some mild whiplash there to Forrest. Hurrah, we're winning, comrade, commander. Oh, shit. No, we're not. Please, don't send me to Gulag. I didn't mean to. Oh, never mind. And it's got shock rifle here for Forrest, meaning KV-8s. Ambush tank, anti-tank gun, ambush tank is there. We got the shock troopers, incendiary artillery barrages, and the IS-2 heavy tank here. Could we possibly be seeing heavy tanks from both players? That would certainly be a bit of a less common sight in the current meta. Conscripts against the conscripts. We got the shock troopers out there for Fortress, and frontifics there are routed under heavy assault rifle fire there from the Panzermen, showing no mercy, no leniency. 6 kills already. Pretty good development on the east side. We got the good on the east was the conscripts. Molotov are going to force them off the cover point again. And they're just pushing so hard on each other's cover points. Medic banker there on the way for Giap. Very good. Before 2 minutes as well. They're constantly falling back. Going for the western fuel point. We've got the Panzer going to do hard to work around the point. We've got the shock troopers advancing. Definitely a problem there. If the Panzer can sort of do enough damage before they close in, they should have a chance. But there you go. First grenade here for Forrest, and Giap just retreats, deciding that engagement is just not worth it. Ground Eastern car point here. Pioneers bring up there for Giap. Nothing for that there for this support company except a Maxim machine gun, which is obviously going to be a problem there for Giap's infantry. He is going for the 222 though. That's going to put up some pressure on it. It forces Forrest up to go for field guns. You could of course also try and tank out, but the problem is can't. Well, the thing you could go fastest for would be a half track of the zone here versus Giap. Once again, Giap's harassment against Fortress has also been quite effective, so you can't see rush out a T-70. So that's pretty good for Giap, obviously. That is pretty good. And before up in the north comes, there could be a bit of trouble. Back here, reinforcement healing about to happen. I mean, reinforcements is happening, but the healing is awaiting a critical element. There's the medics. There you go, Sanitator arriving. Meanwhile, Forrest just using as much map as you can here from Giap. Very good. Denying him fuel. Very good. Thumbs up there to Forrest, to the counter-attacking. Supporting and scouting everything before 2. Very good. Can't push down in the open. Actually sets off a flare there. Pretty lucky there for Giap. Back here, troops almost good to go there for Giap and the 78th Storm Gunner Division. An experimental infantry assault division. That was equipped on a higher basis with the light machine guns and artillery and packs. Plus, they had a full Stug brigade attached to them, which included men equipped with assault rifles to sort of escort the Stugs. Little fun fact there. Served on the Eastern Front and was destroyed during Operation Backlash on, and was then formed as a Volksgarnison, forming up the same thing, Sturm Volksgarner Division. Or was it Volkssturmgarner Division? I think that was the other way around there, yeah. But of course, might make it sound like it's a Volkssturm Division, but it was actually Volkssturmgarner Division. So, little fun fact there. Little fun fact. Maximum setting out here for this. Needs called lay down mounted by the 222 armored car. Needs bring it back. Worth noting the upgrade yet here for Giap's Grenadier. Punches with the shock troopers. Shock troopers make use of the train to get close to the submachine guns and such. Very good there. I think it's going to be treated from the Panzer Grenadiers. They do not have much chance. They light cover. Giap makes the right decision. They're 2-2 moving in. Sadly, not in time to assist the Panzer Grenadiers, but at least, you know, gave those shock troopers a bit of a headache. Maximum produce for catching the Grenadiers for these ammunitions. And Grenadiers about to get wiped out. Small win there for Forrest. Definitely a bit of a blow there to Giap. Could have treated those Grenadiers in time here in the east. Grenadiers they're routed as well. Machine gun come the car point. Could be using that one a bit more into their field, but at the same time with the constant harassment, I can see the sensors just holding up there. They could arguably also lay down S-mines or build a machine gun bunker, freeing up the machine gun team for other duties. Field gun moving up here, and we got more shock up for Forrest. Really looking to push it here versus Giap. Giap meanwhile going for more Panzer Grenadier, more hardened elite infantry, which to challenge the Soviets. In the meanwhile, east side got info being flanked by the Maxim. That's going to get a bit awkward there for Giap. He's going to retreat that one. And Forrest just is at almost point blank range to find to the side of the MD-42. That's going to be bad news there. And there we go. immediately suffering catastrophic damage here. Nice push before this. And Giap responds by going for a mortar half-track. Wow, you do not see that very often. But here we are with Giap, the 250-7 mortar half-track, based off the lighter Schützenpanzerwagen. Note, there are also versions based off the 251 half-track. No real difference though, except the size of the half-track itself. They use the exact same mortars. I wouldn't feel like I think mounted bigger mortars to start a bigger half-track, but for whatever reasons they never did. They never did. I believe the Americans sit over there. I believe they mounted 100mm mortars in their half-tracks. At least some of them. One mortar up there firing away. Comes there caught laying down flares. Could get baffinated here possibly. Could retreat. But so far the Forder's really putting some pressure on Giap. We'll have to see what he does there with the mortar after, and then still going to see how that one pans out there for Giap. And the West got the two pursuing the shock troopers. Forder's front line slightly in disarray now as Giap launches the counter attack here. And with 2 punch on his squads, he does pack a bit more of a punch here versus Forder's. But yeah, machine gun bank I think it'd be a sort of long-term good idea, or S-mines, just something so it doesn't leave them before all the way there, and can, you know, actually use the support troops more actively. I think that'd be very beneficial there for Giap. Shock them against the punchers backed up in for 2. They are not going to make it, I think. A quick cross trying, there you go. Take advantage of the push forwards at them. That's going to be a retreat there from Forrest, well he should be. Oh, I think he's some pretty weak unit perspective. They're going to get unsuppressed. Field going opening up there. Oh, chance the tables here on Giap. Rubbish for Giap, but great for Forrest though. We got the Gunners holding up a good push for the centre victory point. West side there, harassment again. Once more versus Forrest. Forrest meanwhile is finally taken up there. But at this point, he may just want to go for the mechanised armour company and begin pushing up medium armour versus Giap. As for Giap, well, he probably wants to start taking up for medium armour as well. Sandbags up with these munitions, very good. Pack 40 for Giap in Germany. There you go, Forrest pushing straight for the mechanised armour company. And he won't actually be far off from a T-34-6 once that is done. And that could give Giap a bit of a hard time of indigestion. As with only 1 pack 40 and a good map to what maneuvering about there, he could find his pack out maneuvered here. Field bombarding up in the MD-42 as well. And of course, could also use to bombard the pack 40 there. Got almost watched the MD-42 with the field gun. Punch goes charging forward here to assist. Mortar, of course, planning covering fire there. Will be needed, I think, against the maximum attempt at shooting it. Molotov there, but the pumps still deal with the conscripts quite easily, even as they're on fire. Literally. Flare mine goes off in the Grenadiers. Good consistent flare mine in there by Forrest. 2-2 hits a mine. And suffers engine damage. Good regular mining as well there by Forrest. T-34-6 is well within reach. We're talking just a matter of seconds now. He has the fuel, he just needs the manpower. And that's going to be a matter of seconds, at which point Giap might be in for a uncomfortable ride. That is if Forrest decides to go for the T-34-6. I mean, he could transfer up for the IS-2, but that'd be, I think, a bit silly in the current circumstances. Lost a Panther squad to a shock trooper squad here. Definite blow there to Giap and the German army. Great kill there though for Forrest. Giap once more on top, definitely need to take up. And there you go, Forrest very wisely decides not to stall for a nice heavy tank reactor potion for the T-34-6. Very good. Giap is really going to need some medium armor to deal with that. Some Stoops would be very good pick there. Second conscript out. He's going for another one. Oh dear. And obviously he's also short in infantry, and I do not blame him, but he also really needs to start taking out, needs to start pushing for medium armor, or Giap is going to be in for a very uncomfortable development. Since at this point, Forrest can theoretically just begin snowballing out T-34-6, just churning them out like an endless tide of Soviet steel, and begin just drowning Giap under them. And that could definitely leave Giap in a bad place. He's routed, shock to taking fire, and the west side going to move harassment there as well. Point being cut off entirely. Giap barely getting any resources at the moment. T-34-6 arriving there for Forrest and for the Red Army, the 3rd class mechanized squad. There you go, bunkering path of the shock troops, buying the Panthers in time to get them shots. Even get some damage in with that bung grenade there. Forrest perhaps was a bit too impatient. Engineers for Forrest, T-34 on the move there for the Red Army. Ready to strike fear into the hearts of Giap's men. Heck, Forrest ready to try and stall it. There you go, great hit. Ford is quickly backing off here. And one shots the Panzer Grenadier squad. Well, maybe gets one kill with the machine gun. Brutal stuff there. Bad news there for Giap. And that was his freshly arrived one. Guess he wasn't a veteran one, but yeah. Highlights a bit the weaknesses of the Wehrmacht's 4-man infantry squads. They could just, like, you know, at times be one shot like that and there's nothing to do about it. Incendiary against the Maxim. Interesting. So will Giap now try and go for another Panzer squad, or try and go for the medium armor and then try and build up the infantry around that tank, or Stug, whatever he wants to go for. Molotov tech seems to have bugged out. Panzer then West need to get out before the T-34 also insta wipes those. There we go, Giap retreats. He's seen what happened once, he's not going to try and repeat that particular development twice. Got the correspond almost back. Finally take up there for Giap. Going to go for, say, for a fast Stug here. Although faster, we can sort of push out a Stug there. Of course, we also try and stall up for the Panda 4. That certainly wouldn't be a bad pick either. Meanwhile, for Fortress, could soon go for another T-34-6 easily. He would also try and push with the KB-8. Stalling for the IS-2 obviously is a consideration, but you know, just think you should go for more medium armor while he can here versus Giap and just try and roll over him. And then if that fails, maybe push for an IS-2. 1 kill and a half tack. Guess that's the start. The certainly took a bit of a while to get there, unfortunately for Giap. Great enough for Fortress. Consport they're routed. Panzer they with 12 kills, Vector 2. So Palmer Court going up here for Giap very rapidly. Obviously, no, that is a priority. MD-42 being outmaneuvered by the MD-14 to position it, I think, towards here. Yep. Meanwhile, Fortress just keeping that pressure versus Giap. He's also got a good big T-point. Well, actually not a good one. It's a minor one, but it's a lead. Bungering into the shock troopers. Oh, Fortress not realizing any time. And there we go. We could see wipe here on Fortress. There we go. That's a small win there for Giap. Now he still has a long way to go here versus Fortress. Tech 40 ready. Then these are nowhere need to be seen. In fact, they're back down south. Taking a hit in the T-54. We got engineers, field guns moving up. They need to position the machine gun. Field gun bombarding it. First shot whiffs. When he's going for the T-54, trying to Panzerfaust it. And they do get off the Panzerfaust where they're not actually connect. There we go. It does. Field gun being routed here. Pioneers moving ahead here. Looks like he's going to go for the Panzer IV. Oh, he's going for the Ost. Oh, he's going for the Panzer IV. I was about to say, Ostwind? Has he gone mad? Has he taken a complete absence of his senses? Looks moving ahead here. Close eventually 2. And this was the T-34 from 6. Pony's moving back. Finishes the conscripts. Machine gun Panzer moving up. The machine gun is holding back. Remaining here in defensive spot there for Giap. Panzer almost down there for Giap and the 70 Sturmgrenadier. Now they get Baldeladung and then the Panzer are being routed. The threat of high explosives going straight through them. Finishes the conscripts in the east. T-34 from 6 could do some repairs. Looks like Fortress is in fact now stalling for the IS-2 heavy tank. Certainly something that's going to give Giap a good chance of maybe turning this a bit more in his favour. Panzer campfire immobilised. Should of course add the Pinamut machine gun for added anti-infantry firepower. Always does some extra good. He's got 303 versus the 401 here of Fortress. More gunners there for Giap, not more Panzer Grenadier. We got the T-34 from 6 being repaired there for Fortress. In terms of the IS-2, he is roughly 2 minutes away from it, but that's only counting resources in terms of command points. He's got 2 to go, and getting 2 command points is usually something. Well, it could take 2 minutes, but it could also take a lot longer. It really depends on the intensity of the fighting. And such. One grenade off though. There we go. Shock troopers wiped out. And suddenly, all of a sudden, in fact, he's getting very close to it. He might actually be able to pull it off in 2 minutes. Then he's like half a command point now away from the IS-2. Field gun on the way there for Fortress. Mortar fire running down. Field gun on the way there as well. Actually, that slows down the IS-2 acquisition. Going back on the west side here, going for the western points as well. T-54 quickly repositioning, having encountered German anti-tank weapons, decided they're not fun to encounter. Punish nothing trouble as the T-54 and 6 very close veteran 1. There we go. Veterancy 1 gained the first star. Panther 4 there, 3 kills. No pin-up machine for that one yet. But he's going to try and pursue that T-34. 4 kills more to update. Panthers off mines. And apparently double mines as well. Forest needs... It's worth keeping in mind you don't want to place mines so close to each other since you can't have them cascading and, you know, set off multiple mines around them. So you usually want to space them a bit there to minimize that possibility. Bit of advice there. More traffic very close to venture 1 but 20 gets the counter barrage ability. Troops reinforcing healing. Shoots, misses. Might want to use the barrage ability a bit more. Got the low and maximum out. The second half of the Panther 4 direct shot there. Neatly killing the gunner. Second shot whiffs. Still no light machine guns for the Gunleers here under Giap's command. Feels a bit like an oversight. Meanwhile, Forrest has the command point. Has the fuel actually just needs the manpower. The second field gun, the guy pretty much just delayed and derailed his IS-2 plan. Obviously, can understand why he wants 2 field guns, but you could argue he might just want in this case just hold out there. Panzer forward to the max, about to get wiped out. We got Panther Eggs up. Not a fan of that one. Definitely not a fan of that one. The timing also feels a bit weird. Like, usually you want to use your ace Panther for that since they're really good versus infantry. In fact, they're one of his best units. So, like, at this point, he's effectively degraded them just to turn into, like, an anti-tank unit. But he can just say going for Stug at this point. I mean, he might be throwing for the R2, but even then, I still wouldn't recommend this. Like, he should have then gone for a fresh Panther when this got done it. Just don't use your ace Panther for that unless you're, like, absolutely desperate. And Giap's current situation does not feel like, you know, it's a necessity. So, definitely, in my opinion, a bad call here by Giap. Very bad one and just a waste of good ace Panther gunners. And particularly, it's not even bombing to upgrade his regular gunner is. So, is he going to try and stall from the Tiger tank from him? Who knows? But we got the IS-2 heavy tank out there for Fortress and the Red Army. Adding the pintle-mounted Dishka machine gun. Additional little fun fact, those handles on the side of the turret actually for infantry to hold on to ride along with the tank, since that was part of Soviet doctrine. Tank riding, or desantniki. I hope I pronounced that one correctly. I probably did not. Additional fun fact, as part of Soviet heavy tank doctrine, take the machine guns to the rear of the turrets. Don't deal with anyone trying to sneak up that way. Little feature there. It was also, I believe, part of Japanese tanks. Machine needs to get out of there. Pack 40 on that. They could use target weak point here. Might be not too late. Need to get the hand up. The mortar protect with 4 kill clutch of it. Slowly approaching mid-2 though, very slowly. Target weak point. Pantry coming up. Got to hit on the T-54 from 6. Got to hit on the Times 2 as well. They're getting into 2 punches. They're losing half the squad. And field gun there almost wipes out the rest of it. Breaking them pack 40 there. Mortar takes fires a few stray shots. At the same time, the next flank up, getting up Panther off in the IS-2. Slowing it down a bit there. Forrest has lost all of his shock troopers. In fact, he's very short in infantry now. Definitely wants to replace some of those losses. Should want to do that. But right now, his priority though is going to be repairing his armor very, very fast. What will Giap do next? In fact, it looks like Giap is going to try and stall out for the Tiger tank himself now. So we'll be seeing a heavy tank battle here. And we're seeing the classic Tiger on IS-2 matchup, so not something we've seen at least in a bit of a while. But obviously, Forrest has a bit of a head start there with his IS-2 heavy tank. 6 kills there on it. Though he still needs to fix it out there. He shouldn't try and risk it versus Giap here with his anti-tank weapons. Max and there under German command. Ooh, great hit from the Panther, wiping out half the conscript squad. T-54 the moves and gets another hit. We've got 11 kills, clutch for 2. East side is not seeing a lot of action. Could try and move about there. IS-2 need to repair. 6 kills. Reinforcements. Healing. No tech. Molt after there with 4 kills. Halfway to 22. Panther 4 there. Still do with the pin-up machine gun. But he's starting for the Tiger tank there roughly, well, 2 minutes actually. A bit under that. He's also got 1 fragmentation bomb ready. Forrest got help by the IS-2. He's going for a Katyusha rocket launcher. I mean, obviously it was the support and such in the infantry, but he definitely also needs 1 infantry, so he needs to like tag up for something a bit heavy eventually. whilst he may not like how things got there eventually. Using the infantry awareness ability to spot for any infantry movements there from Giap. Often Forest can also spot, I believe, support weapons. It's a mine there with the Pioneers, so that's great there. You got heavy pants squad there for Giap. So he's got more plan than just the Tiger Tank here versus Forest. And the Red Army could choose your almost done there for Forest. For the Soviet Union. Panther was the eyes to heavy tank, got 6 kills, halfway to it, 2-1. That's 2 falling a bit back. Mortar after there, very close to 2, which gives it access to, I believe, yeah, well, high rate of fire than the barrage abilities, which never hurts. Grand Eastern Point, sees the thing down tank, but flare mines. 270 to 299. I see running forwards for a daring aid of fascist lines, shoots, misses, and exposes itself to both the Panzerjägers and almost the Pack 40, except it's not quite angled for that, and Giap in this case ends up being a bit too slow. On the trigger, but there you go, follows up there. Katyusha firing down the Pack 40, could take out the crew, almost gets it, but not quite. Panther 4 with the damage engine, there you go. Fortress going for the kill here on Giap's Panther 4. We got Panther Tactician popped. Can he finish it off? Can he deliver the killing blow? Shoots, misses. T-54 backing up. Panzerjäger's packing moved up here. Although he needs to be minded, he's actually blobbing up things there quite aggressively. With the line there, to get a great hit. There we go. There you go. Got it. T-54's called, land some hits. There you go. They are spreading out a bit. Still a bit risky. Quick hit there from the R2. T-54 from 622. So Giap is now rounding everything in the TIE tank versus Forest and the Red Army. More shock troops out for Forest to replace the infantry losses. Now he pulls his armor out to soak up some of the damage, preserve manpower. Light vehicles holding up here, and Giap can go for the Tiger tank. Schwerer Panzer Gefechtsbereit. It's an infantry nearby. 505th Schwerer Panzerabteilung. Should add the pinlock machine to that one, but seems like Giap is not a big fan of those. Of course, he may also be planning to preserve his munitions for fragmentation bombs as much as possible, which may also be why he's not going for light machine guns. So again, bit of an oversight there and those as well. Not entirely sure he's not upgrading them. Except when he goes for new ones. At that point, you really just want to upgrade them. You want to go for Panzer Grenadiers. IS-2 falling back, field gun moving up. Shock troopers nearby to assist the armor. TIE tank moving ahead here with its 88mm gun right into both field guns. Not the best place to be there as a Tiger tank, and it is quickly falling back immediately down to half health already. The field guns doing incredible damage. IS-2 keeping off the Panzerjägers on the right flank, bungling it off here. Those shock troopers mostly dodge it. Tiger tank moves ahead again. They're both field guns misses because I think they're attacking ground there. Still pretty risky there. And there you go, big infantry push here from Giap. Overwhelming the field guns, forcing Fortress to they will pull back with them. IS-2 moving up. Katyusha rocket launcher ready to fire again. Where's he firing with it? Up there. Whiffing most of his shots, getting a light hit on the mortar half track. 6 kills almost 2 bullets from up. Field gun there. Wiped out. Grabbed here by Giap. IS-2 being pushed back. Second field gun and chop as well. They clears out the field gun troop. Goes for it again. T-54 that holds it back. Heavy and intense fighting here by the Eastern Victory Point, Ammunitions Point. T-54 charging ahead. I think you can cover on that Tiger tank. See with the Pack 4 and the Panzerjägers nearby. Panzerfaust and the T-54s from 6. Tiger tank moves out again. Bit risky here, but there you go. It's got both field guns, of course, cleared out. So there's not a lot of threats here to his Tiger tank. Constables are really risking it here versus Giap. Oh, did the Tiger just hit one of his own there? Did not. IS-2 with 17 kills, veterans in 1. Tiger tank with 7. More engineers ready for Fortress to prepare stuff. He may just try and go for the killing blow here on the IS-2. Tiger tank pushes straight into the flares. Could take it from the IS-2. There he goes, shoots. Penetrates. Tiger tank will bounce off the IS-2's arm and is forced to pull back. Destroying the Pack 40, or the field guns with the Pack 40, but there goes shock troopers on the counter attack here. Going for the Pack 40, could wipe it out, clear out the veteran seat, plus the nearby infantry may not be able to stop it either. Mortar remains tentatively close here to veteran 2, there's not quite. Might just get it with a mortar hit, and there you go, veteran 2 on the mortar attack. Tiger tank shoots and doesn't deliver a killing blow. There's shock troopers back here, repairs going on, prioritizing the IS-2. Giap moving west as well. We got 217 versus 297. We also got the machine gun there, which could be recruited. Very good. Tiger tank also needed repairs, and Giap could definitely also do with more armor of his own. Flame arms here by the carve point, not bad. IS-2 being steadily fixed up by the engineers, constantly in a lot of trouble. May want to add some mines here to help speed up repairs, but also deal with other mines that Giap could be laying down, though. It is worth noting, Giap's not really using his munitions, is he? Like, we've not seen mines, we've not seen light machine guns, we've seen a bit for the pioneers, a few grenades in the pantry, but there's just so much else to keep doing with the munitions, just isn't happening. Mine goes off, they're killing several grenadiers. Quick mine there from Fortress. IS-2 is almost good to go here for Fortress and the Red Army. The center count being held up with him before 2 moving up as well there. 4 kills, virtually 2. It's actually killed less than the mortar half track. Slightly impressive and in a slightly weird way. Graham Neeson victory point here with the Panzerjägers. IS-2 moving hit for the center. Forwards for the Red Army. We've seen they're about to get hammered by the IS-2 heavy tank. Direct hit there, but not quite direct either. Sort of in between hit. Could see the machine gun wiped out. Ace level, but there we go. Dead. A devastating blow here from Fortress. IS-2 shots might make a run here for the machine gun, denying it to Giap and the German army. Pack shoots, bounces, grenadiers on the fire from the IS-2 heavy tank. Bounces some shots there and there, guys. 2 takes a penetrating hit from the Pack 40. Assaulted, trying to harass the flank here of Giap's eastern position, but I think without more weight behind it, just risk getting a damaged engine again, and then it's going to need to spend a lot of time repairing it. Machine gun there grab. Definitely a problem there for Giap's force. Of course, need to cover the mortar after, and more importantly, the Tiger tank on the flank. Still no upgrade to machine guns there for the Tiger tank. 9 kills though. 11 kills. Almost got the machine gun, but one man gets away with it. Ground the western point. Worth noting, of course, crewing it with the shock troopers mean it's really tough to kill for infantry because they all have body armor. On the other hand, it's also quite expensive to reinforce, and shock troopers are expensive to reinforce. So there's an upside, but also a downside to it. Using shock troopers to crew the machine, of course, in this case, part of course is just he didn't have anything else nearby to do it. But like, say, if you had to choose between a conscript squad and a shock trooper squad, in most cases you choose the conscript squad unless there's like a particular imperative reason. Like, your opponent has a lot of panzer grenadiers or something, or assault grenadiers that might, make shock troopers more attractive as machine gun guards. But, little fun note there. But yeah, 30 munitions there, or 30 manpower to recruit. Quite expensive for the Soviets at least. Ground the mid-maximum in the west with the Pioneer, grab the eastern victory point. T-54 moving up, IS-2 moving up. Close victory on that one, which of course means also better accuracy and range. Titan, meanwhile, is veteran to 1, but certainly some time away from veteran 2. Gun is being hammered. Almost getting a wipe there, but Giap is able to save them. Or at least get them out in time, would probably be a better way to put it. Could use rocket launch, almost ready to fight again. 6 kills. Panzerjägers are going for the T-54 from 6. Katusha also getting the devil out of there. Shock troopers in the counter move. There you go. Targeting near a bun grenade as well there. Great hit. Takes out half the shock trooper squad. A stinging blow there to Fortress. Still no machine gun upgrades at all there for Giap. Hard to read his plan next. Is it a Strong Panzer? Is it a Panther? Probably not Panzer weapons. I think he'd go for them by now. As Truman getting straight for the Titan, need to be careful. Trench the pack, and targeting Falcon got Panzer in the flank, but there goes 2 shoots, misses though. Bun grenade on the Mac, MG42. That's going to make infantry reinforced. There, Katusha fire in the centre. Field building up the Tiger tank. East side guy there, shooting going for the Pioneers. HD5 down low for Fortress. Very good. Yes, then they'll help us with the Tiger tank, any other armour and vehicles. Mortar after the 6 kills, 32. Still. We got 211 to 238. They're actually pretty close to each other in terms of victory points for the most part. Neither player really gaining a significant lead over the other one, but that really lasts any longer period of time. At this point, it seems like Giap might be planning to support his Tiger tank with a Panther. He has the manpower, he has the fuel, but does he have the will? Graves are flanking up. Still no upgrade. Rifling up against the conscripts. The H5 is ready. Still no sign of anything there from Giap. Still no hint at what he's planning. Gun is routed. IS-2 gets a good hit there. 27 kills. Very close, but he 2.5 T-51 with hits as well. Got a 10 mine spotted, but not dealt with. Got mining by Giap there at least. He still hasn't been using his munitions a lot there. Panzer tactician popped. At this point, I mean, the only thing he hasn't used is Recon's Overflight and the fragmentation bomb. Tiger IS-2 getting better 2 here. Pioneer's routed. Tiger tank there. Half H better 2 itself. Still no clear indication of what he actually wants here. Ooh, nice hit there from the T-34-76. IS-2 gets another hit, gets several kills there. 29 kills in service of the motherland. Tiger tank moves in, gets a punch off, but risks a lot of damage itself. Finding around the car point here. Giap could consider just flanking about and hitting Fortress from the side. Could catch him off guard, destroy some of the support weapons or hit some other vulnerable units. But he's attacking Fortress head on here, which is definitely more risky. It's going to be, you know, much more reliant on luck, on mistakes than Fortress to, like, really, I think, make successful gains. Maximum gravity by the conscripts. T-34 can move close to bits only 3 in the ace levels. Fragmentation bomb right into the midst here of the Fortress confirmation when it's already bunched out. There you go. Get the field and sounds the IS-2 and the T-34-76. Will he flop on this, or what will happen? We got choosing on the right flank. And what will Fortress do in the wake of such a devastating artillery or air bombardment? Actually, also leaves him alone with Recon's Overflight. The only ability he has to use the doctrine. He's close to the full doctrinal bingo. Still nothing out of Giap's heavy panzer corps or anything, or just a support corps, just no armor whatsoever for Giap. You'd figure he'd go for something, but Giap remains not convinced of that, it seems. H5 taking it down to the Panzerjägers, the target tank and the Pack 40, and Sinner called in the Pack 40. H5 goes down here, target tank getting it to a harsh blow there to Fortress and the Red Army. I saw the Lance decent hit on the Panzerjägers there, almost taking them out. And Katyusha went down as well. Panny was not paying attention on that. I'm not entirely sure where that went down. Fielding destroyed as well. Oh wait, a double whammy then for us. A significant upper hand there for Giap now, but still not really doing anything with his resources. And Fortress, while they spend a few, is short on manpower there. Might be more careful about that, trying to set up more armor. But Giap definitely needs to like start spending his resources. I don't think he should be splitting that much right now. Pioneers wipe the shock troops, the amount of blow there, he's forced to replace them. Goes for the Panther then. The Panzerkampfwagen we still have fought the Pioneers, not entirely sure why he cancelled those, but there. Panzerkampfwagen 5 on the way here for Giap, could have that up much sooner though. Tiger tank going up there. Good hit on the IS-2. 36 kills on the Joseph Stalin 2 tank. T-34 with the Grenadiers. Pushing down machine gun from main gun fire. Down to 2 men here. 20 kills on the HT-34 6. Order of Lenin. Almost got the Grenadiers, but there you go. Tiger tank up. IS-2 main gun out. Anti-tank grenade though flies through the air and damages the Tiger tank's engine. Fix up the IS-2 back here. Troops reinforcing healing. Forward situation remains slightly awkward now that admittedly Giap's isn't swimming in success either. Grenade exchange here. Of course, the difference is Giap's grenade is a bit bigger. Mortar after they get another kill. We've got 10 kills on it, halfway to the ace level. Snap someone with a Panther Shrek at point blank range. Quite impressive, 32 kills on them. Almost got out the mortar half tank. Got 11 kills. Need to grab the car point back though, but also need to grab the fuel. Panther mobilized for Giap. Meanwhile, Fortress is going for another H-85 tank destroyer to deal with the German tide of steel. There you go. T-34 knocked out here by the Panther, the Panzerkampfwagen 5. Forcing Fortress into a slightly more precarious position. IS-2 gets good on the Panther though. Panther returns to favor though with its high velocity 75mm gun. The accurate weapon due to the high velocity, which also gave it really good penetration. A common mistake is just look at the caliber of a gun, but what really matters just as much is the velocity, since higher speeds means longer range, more accuracy, and better penetration. It's just more speed to knock into things. So, little fun fact there. Little fun fact. IS-2 setting out there for Fortress. Again, halfway to the ace level. Shoots, misses the gun of the ears. Panther shoots, bounces. Quick grenade on the Panzerjägers, forcing a rat. Notice we got the Titan with the machine gun there, forcing a rat. Nice hit there, though nothing huge LH5 challenge going for the Panther. Need to, of course, not to extend to say hit a mine. Not that again, Giap's been laying down a lot of mines on his routed. Mortar landing closer to the HD5, but doing no damage. Mortar up to 13 kills, very close to the ace level. Certainly been some times since we've seen a ace mortar half track in a 1v1 match. Hell, been some times since we've seen a veteran 2 mortar half track. Been a veteran 1. Shock Tom's that grenade off on the pack 40 on the Scotty there, but not quite enough. IS-2 going in for the Tiger Tank. A duel of giants there, but no. IS-2 backs off, and the Tiger Tank does not pursue. 36 kills versus 28. Fighting for the car point here. Panzerjäger's gun this was in the knees of the flamethrower. Bit outgunned, a bit outmatched. Managed to find needed repairs. Fortress needs more armor, but still also I think needs more infantry. Using the East Trouble there, Panther moving forwards. IS-2 there engaged by the Tiger Tank once more. Shot bounds, but the Tiger Tank does not. Tiger Tank, in fact, now is closer to the ace level than the IS-2 is. IS-2 moving forwards again, shoots, bounces off the Tiger Tank's armor. Again, that's actually quite lucky. Panzerjäger's rockets flying there. Conscious being decimated out in the open. Casualties piling up. As the snow is theoretically stained red, but obviously if they actually had blood in the game, that would be a lot of red snow. Pioneer's gun is fired from the IS-2 heavy tank. Osprey for Giap, the flak panzer, laying down telemines. Tiger tank setting up. Sturmgeschütz for Giap, very good. And he's around here by the IS heavy tank. Tiger tank very, very close to the ace level. So it's the IS-2, but the Tiger tank is closer. Sturmgeschütz slowly approaching here for Giap and the 78th Sturmgrenadier Division. Mortar half tank also very close to the ace level. Panther is, well, far away from the ace level. It's not even close to the veterans who won. It's a bit of quality between Fortress and Giap. Constant fire from the Tiger tank. Still could add a pin on the machine. Again, I'm surprised he's just. Like, finally has upgraded his one Grenadier score, but he's still not apparently big fan of upgrading his troops and vehicles. Hunting how many by the Tiger tank and the 2-2 very, very close now to the east over there. 31 kills. Shocks from the flank. Tiger tank shoots and misses. Another shot, another miss. That gun is bringing it down to 500 years. If you're farming up as well there. 5 Rafnet, then the assembling units on the west side of the other Tiger tank shooting about. Damaging, but also gains the ace, limiting increased mobility and increased rate of fire. Great hit on the conscripts. Another shot full up soon. There we go. Another kill. 35 kills. Meanwhile, the IS-2 is still some time away from the ace level. Looks like they're going to try and go for the Tiger tank here. There we go. Shots fired. HF5 joining as well. The Tiger tank takes a hit. Stu almost done there. He just can't get it. He's got one unit there too many, one pop cap too much. So he's actually a bit overloaded. These side of the punch push back. Then he needs to go for decent victory point. Got 140 versus 157. Pack moving forwards. Ace target there opening up. 36 kills. Until called in here on Giap pushing by the main road. Shocks was being decimated. Almost got the pack. Until running down here. Machine gun force will run through it. Side solution there. Go get to Stu game. Panther going for flank here. Need to go for it now. Vorwärts, Blitzkrieg. Or need to back off here, I think. But the Titan's also heavily damaged. Panther's down to, well, less than half health. In fact, less than a quarter. still, he's pushing for it. I think should blitzkrieg here. Got the H55. Oh dear. IS-2 gains the ace level. Now they're 40 kills. Target tank is now moving ahead. I think that's a bit of a bad call here. Fighting for the victory point here between Pioneers and Conscripts and an MG42. Definite win there for Fortress. Stuke moving forward, so should have the pin up machine gun, obviously, but I doubt he's going to do that. I mean, so far, if he's not upgraded his target tank or his Panther, I doubt he's going to upgrade the Stuke. Goes for another machine gun. They did go for 3 for another punch gun they scored. I don't think that'd be a great pick, to be honest. 136 plus 157 for the situation remains, I would say, precarious. Most of his infantry's gone. He's got a few engineers and machine gun, and of course he has the Ace IS-2. But beyond that, he is in a tight position, whereas Giap has plenty of infantry, armor, vehicles, and of course a combined arms suite, which includes mortars. 42 kills on the Tiger tank. Flame arms going down from Fortress. Very good, very good. Unless, of course, your Giap's infantry, in which case you're probably less impressed by that. H5 number 2 halfway down there, with number 3, I think. Giap looks, I think, in a pretty strong position. Fortress would have to do something really, really solid to, like, turn around. Giap would have to do something really dumb to, like, you know, throw this. H5 almost done. Ace R2 can stay for the Panzergers, shoots, misses. Panzergers fail to penetrate though. IS-2 that lands a great hit there though, almost gets wiped for the Panzergers caught there. 43 kills. Pack shoot. Stuke shoots the max range bouncers. He's still got 2 going for the machine gun's flank. On the west side here, we got Swooping Rub. We got the Tiger tank here to the rescue with its 42 kills. He's being shattered here by the Tiger tank. Meanwhile, we got a bit movement in the center by the engineer squad. Stuke falling back. So the armor converging in the east flank here for Fortress. We got 136 with 137. Very close still, very close. Back in reinforcement. Going for the western cutoff point. Smart's going up to defend the western victory point, finally spending some munitions. Mortar firing down here, close to the conscripts, but not quite. Lots of S-mines. There we go, Pioneers in the fire here. IS-2 backing up the assault. H5 joining in, shoots at the Titan, gets its jump punch away from Giap to help deal with Fortress infantry support weapons. Definitely not a bad idea. IS-2 continues the charge here. Titan gets a great hit there. 44 kills versus the 44 of the IS-2. They're in fact at the exact same kill tally. Another shot fired. Next punch taking up to help you with the H5, but they're taking 5 from the IS-2. Center being held. East side, we get a boom hit from Giap to flank the machine and then get to the victory point. Very good. Storm punch halfway done. Mortar after with the damage engine. 13 kills. IS-2 once more pushes ahead here and then backs off. East machine gun radical is going for the victory point there. We got 136 for 117. Could this be another hour-long match already? Who knows? Anyways, got the Sturm punch almost down there for Giap. Half trek they could do some repairs. But so could the Tiger tank. The Ace. 5 versus 49 kills. S1 thing cleared out there with the IS-2, but there you go. Double response here from both the pack and the Tiger tank, punching straight through the armor of Fortress' heavy tank there. Now all 3 victory points under control there of Giap. Fortress is going to blade out swiftly. Engineers trying to go for the victory point, but under fire from the Tiger tank. That may be a slightly hazardous engagement, particularly with the S-mine still some there not being dealt with. Engineers wipe a sneaky blow there to Fortress. And the center got coming up and saying problem before 2 more tough attack could also land some nastics. And the units 2 going here on the flank as well. IS-2 pushed back. Fortress situation remains, I would say, increasingly desperate. We got a T-34 out here for Fortress though. Pack being caught in the fires of hell. Socialist hell. T4 going for the Grenadiers in the east. Need to treat those Grenadiers before they get hosed. 73 points left for Fortress versus Giap's 136. Giap is further establishing a lead here with Fortress. Fortress has somewhat managed to establish his force again, but the situation and the challenge thing remains quite high, and like he needs to like outmaneuver Giap. He needs sort of just like trying to sort of bash his head into a wall there, I think. Ace Tyler being repaired, 52 kills. A real champion of Das Vaterland. Drew came back, she had to pin up machine into that one. Keep coming up, going to the 42, half the unit down. Drew gets a good hit on the T-34. Can't do about there. Shoots, misses. Fragmentation bomb here from Giap again on Fortress. Oh, center there. Comes with dodge it, but even takes some casualty. IS-2, there's the Stu. Tiger tank, he's moving up. Pack 40 as well there. Shots bouncing off the IS-2's armor. Stu backing off. Punch takes moving. Oh, actually also being pushed back here. Another hit there on the IS-2. Down to less than half health here. Stu still on punch moving head here. Could he go for the killing blow here on Fortress? Could he try and finish it now? I think the opportunity is there for Giap and he should do it. Tiger at the constant charging the Stu, but they're going to be kept to quickly fall back there. Tiger tank shoots, doesn't quite land the hit. We got 136 for 34. Still punch now charging again without any support. Bit reckless, needs to get the Tiger tank in there. Pack 40 shoots. IS-2 almost down. 54 kills on the target tank. We got 136 versus 30. Forward situation remains, I think, quite precarious. Target tank hanging back. Still haven't added the pinhole machine there. Goes shoots, misses. Another shot there. Kind of another whip, at least do some damage, but no kills. Each one lands a hit. We got the machine crew down to 4 men, about to get murdered here. We got 26 points. Down to 2 men. Punches there, good. Hit the Telemine T-34 down. Fortress's forces are barely existing now. Machine gun about to get knocked out of the war. There we go. Down it goes. Punchman hit 62 kills on that Tiger tank. Good lord. Shock troops out there for Fortress. I think at this point he's just holding on to some sort of feeble hope he can win this, but I think all hope is gone for Fortress. I think the victory goes to Giap. I'm surprised he hasn't just, delivered the killing blow here, to be honest. Seems like he's just dragging out there. Almost got in the eyes too. Almost shot. I think that's gone. A hit, shot that hits. Shot that hits, obviously. 15 points left versus 136. 14. Ace Tiger being repaired. Barely engineers left for Fortress Archer to repair his stuff. His armor assembly damage. His infantry is non-existent. Going for the point here. Crows the machine gun. We got a fragmentation bomb again here from Giap. Machine gun wiped. Shock's about to get wiped as well. They do get to enter the point neutral, but at what cost? Fortress fixing up the IS-2 heavy tank. 51 kills on that one. Not bad either. And there you go, GG, game over. Fortress realizes this is over. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. You learned something from it. Hope you had some fun. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. Tell a friend, tell a family, but don't tell enemies. This is Imperial Links and cheers. Thank you for watching. Hope you see you tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.